Welcome back to the Awareness Channel. My name is TC. So it's official. We are officially in a police state. And we ain't even got to guess about it. We ain't got to speculate. We ain't got to, I think we live in, no, we are in a police state. Stephen Miller, the alien dude that with the funny shaped head and the weird propensity to freak out, Stephen Miller, looked like an alien. What is he, the deputy chief of staff to Donald Trump? That's it. They say that's who really runs shit. That's the guy that put all the executive orders on Donald Trump's desk, tell him what they is, and have him sign it. Stephen Miller, that motherfucker was in, I think it was Chicago. He had Pissy Pete headset with him. And they were making a speech about what the National Guard going to do when they get in Chicago, right? Well, the National Guard already in Chicago. And he said that he got a message for all the gangbangers. And he, you think you tough, well, we tougher or some shit like that. But he said the National Guard troops will be going out with the police every night to make arrests. Every night to make arrests. So what that mean? They're going to be kicking in motherfucking doors and busting down goddamn gates, setting up road blocks and all of that shit, patrolling. They're trying their best to get people into the streets. Because they're also telling the police and the National Guard troops that they can do whatever they want to these so-called criminals. So this is the plan for the black people that he can't deport. He gonna try to subjugate and push down into second-class citizenship, like I've been saying. And this is how it starts. This is how it starts. Look, it's gonna have to come to a head. I hate to say that, and I don't want to see that. But at some point, somebody gonna do something that's so egregious until something just gonna snap. I hate to see that happen. But that's the direction they're trying to push people in. Because the United States, the U.S. government likes to pick fights. And now they're trying to pick a fight with poor people and pick a fight with black people and use real military power to fight that motherfucking fight. They're trying to pick a fight with Venezuela and trying to pick a fight with black people, trying to pick a fight with poor people. And they're using the military to fight it. And dare you to do anything about it. At some point, I wonder when the military gonna push back. Or are they enjoying doing this shit? I wonder if the people in the military really understand what they're being asked to do. Because judging by that speech the other day, the brass, the top military people in the country, were just asked to do a civil war inside the country. Basically. Starting with the National Guard troops, backing up the police against 0.1% of the population. That's who they really going to be arresting. They ain't trying to solve any problems. They ain't trying to come up with no solutions. just trying to bring the hammer down on everything and everybody. Throwing all of this motherfucking money at guns and soldiers. Whether they be National Guard troops, whether they be ICE troops, or real troops. All of this motherfucking money at keeping the population at gunpoint. I wonder how this going to play. I keep saying I wonder how it's going to play out, but it's playing out really bad. This is a really sick ass situation we find ourselves in, isn't it? But I'm afraid of what I know it's going to take. Like, say they do something stupid and cancel the midterm elections. By then, they want to have so many troops in place until you dare not come out in the street and protest that. Is that the thinking? They're going to have this motherfucker so locked down until, there's an emergency, so we have to cancel the midterms. Is that what's up? And will that bring the people into the streets? And will the National Guard and the regular armed forces fire on the people for trying to exercise their constitutional rights? You dig me? How motherfucking messy does Donald Trump and them want it to get? If those generals and admirals and all of them big muckety mucks in the military, I don't even know the ranks. I was never in the military. I just know they all look great. But if they head in the right place, which is that pledge they took to the Constitution, then them two guys should be removed from power. Because anything other than that, we ain't got a country no more. We got something different. Anyway, I hate to sound so goddamn gloom and doom, but that's what's going on. I mean, I guess the next couple of days gonna tell. But the police state bullshit has already started. When they sending in goddamn ICE divisions up into them goddamn apartment buildings. They sending what they consider overwhelming force. 200-300 people marching down the fucking street, coming out with one guy. One little Mexican dude about 5'5" and chunky. And there'd be about 80 motherfuckers out there trying to get him. Now, once you do that, once you get all these Mexicans and people that are here illegally and all of that shit, what next? Nothing about the Trump administration's plan, policy, and administration's nothing about his administration is going well. The economy's all fucked up. Gas is high. Groceries high. Can't nobody afford rent. The only thing that seems to be working the way he wants it to work is his assault on poor people. It's his mass deportation thing. And now he needs a new enemy, and that's going to be us, black people, and he's going to trying to put the military in the streets to do that. Because the National Guard by itself won't be enough. And when are the people who are in the National Guard going to wake the fuck up? I'm waiting for that to happen. When the National Guard troops or volunteers or whatever the fuck they call themselves wake up and realize that what they're doing when they go out with the police and crack heads, what they're doing is illegal and just plain wrong. Where they had it. I couldn't be. See, that's why I never could join the military myself. It wasn't because I was scared or anything. It's because I got a motherfucking conscience, and I find it difficult to kill somebody or beat up somebody who ain't never did shit to me, just because he says so. That's why I never joined the military, because soldiers and military people are basically killers at the end of the day. Not all of them, but that's what their job is. Y'all heard what Pete Hegg said. Kill people and break things. No. Anyway. The police state. I wonder how long it's going to last. How long are they going to keep them troops inside Chicago and inside Memphis and inside San Francisco and inside all these places? How long are they going to keep them there? And how much is it going to cost? Ain't nobody talking about that. And where in the fuck is the Democrats at? They should be screaming at the rooftops about this kind of shit, and they don't seem to be talking about shit. Except, they got the federal government is locked down because they want, they got some issues with healthcare, but they should be screaming at the rooftops about this police state they're trying to stuff down our throat, about those speeches that Trump made to those generals and whatnot, and Hegseth. They should be up in arms about that shit. They should be raising hell. Maybe they want the same thing. Maybe they low-key want some version of the same thing. I don't know. Anyway, I'm glad I'm old. That was a joke. I'm grateful to have lived this long and learned so much. But that's it for now. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button on your way out. Thanks for coming by and listening to me talk my shit. I'll catch you on the next one. TC, and I'm out. Peace.